Well, me back. Let me, Hey guys. Y'all back yet?
Yep.
I think everyone but Ella has, and Ferdy.
Yeah.
40 didn't. Oh, there's Ferdy.
Okay. Alright. Let's see here. Let me, bring the screen back up. What do you guys think of this new overlay with the fire and everything?
Looks good.
That's cool.
I had I sort of thought of a cool way to do like animated effects on the screen. And I was like, I want to try it. And I thought it looked pretty good. But I might, like with the burning wagon and the, the siege stuff and the tents and stuff. I was thinking like I might swap that stuff out for more, like as the campaign's going on, for stuff that might make more sense, or stuff that was featured in the story or something, or we can always put like your characters and their stats on one side or something, like so we can see what your health and stuff is, and for everybody and all that. I don't know, it's just some stuff.
That'd be a cool thing to add to the videos in post-production.
Yeah, I was just some stuff I was thinking about. All right, so we get rid of the background music. So we left off with a gnome approaching the tiny hut. What happens?
I stealth poorly.
Yeah, you did stealth poorly. Havoc is awake and his passive perception is 16. So I'll let you guys decide what you can just describe what happens.
I can see like what gives him away, the muddy.
Yeah, maybe you see the footprints approaching, or you hear them. You hear his footsteps or something.
Shloop, shloop, shloop.
Through the bond, I'll say. I established it with sleeping people, so I don't know if this will wake them up or not. But I'll say through the bond to everyone, there's a small creature approaching. Be quiet.
I guess back to the bond.
Uh-oh.
Back to the bond. So it's be like, should we just stay quiet? Maybe it'll leave.
Let's see who it is. Maybe it's one of the things hunting us. It would explain how that body ended up in the middle of a field with no tracks.
You might want to see if that will possibly wake us up, because Vaira kills things that wake her up.
I woke you up with the bond, I believe.
Yeah, no, I mean, like, she would wake up and try to kill whatever is out there, so she could go back to sleep.
I would touch the rain to her.
She did that.
And she would go to sleep for a while.
Yeah, one more roll on that. Ought to do it.
Oh, I will stop her from moving if she looks like she's going to. But I'm just kind of reaching back because I'm trying to keep my eyes trained on where I think he is.
If I hadn't moved my token after I dropped down, I would be probably about here, towards the edge of the dome.
Can he see the dome? Can you see the dome?
Is it transparent or is it opaque? I don't remember.
It's opaque, but it's dark.
It's green.
But you have dark vision.
He heard you guys talking.
Yeah, I have dark vision. I can't see color though.
Yeah.
But I think I would be able to tell that one area was the same color and shade.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I really want you to walk into it. So what do you do when you approach the dome? I can't see you. You're invisible. I can see your footprints.
Yeah. I sit there for a moment and then I will. Hang on, I'm trying to find something here.
Wait before you kill him, Vaira.
I mean,
I
she can't
will.
see him right now. So.
Good.
She also
I
doesn't
will
have dark
mold
vision.
earth on the ground, like right here on this tile. Havoc, bounty hunters are after you, and then kind of a signature line, and then just an M.
Oh, you're writing in the ground. Okay. I was
Yeah.
like, what? Oh, we lost someone.
Uh-oh.
Oh.
We lost 2
Does-
people.
What? We lost
We
both.
Oh,
lost
did their
Ferdy
internet just
and
go down?
Quiokix.
Yeah, their internet
Possibly.
probably crashed.
Give him a minute.
Hey, I know Meryn is Havoc's contact, right?
Well, you
That's
don't.
what you
Yeah.
guys were planning.
Yeah.
Does Vaira know Meryn or of Meryn? Because he's your contact
Mm,
and her contact is you.
If you'd
I feel
been
like
to
that's
Five
the same
Rings
thing.
recently with Vaira, then I feel like I would have met Vaira, but definitely not trusted her at all.
the way I thought our backstory went is that Havoc did all the meetings because of what Vaira is and because her people have attacked before. But that was
Yeah,
when
I
I
mean,
thought
like if you
tieflings
would
were
have
more
brought
common
Vaira with
than
you.
that's when I thought tieflings were more common than what she is. But if not, then we're both kind of shit out of luck. So
I mean,
I
she
don't
did
know.
go into town to kill hobos sometimes, so
Uh,
she might have gone in with you,
There,
in disguise or something.
I just want to point something out. There are people who don't hate tieflings, right? Like, it's just the social norm to sort of view them. But I mean,
And
there's people who consider themselves above that kind of judgment in the world.
out of all the people in heaven, the big city, how many are tieflings?
Oh, maybe. Like, what kind of city are we talking? Like 5 rings?
Heaven.
Oh, wait. You're talking about creation or heaven? Because
Oh,
heaven,
creation. Yeah, the big city. I
the
forgot what the
the
name
big
was.
mega city. I mean, there might
Yeah.
be a couple hundred, maybe a
So
couple,
it's like less than a percentage of the population,
Yeah, it's pretty small. Yeah, it's less than 1%, I would think.
but it's not none. Okay, then Havoc would be the one who would make the dealings, probably.
Alright, so I might have heard of Vaira, but I wouldn't know her.
Yes, you've heard that he has a partner, but I don't know how much details you'd have. I don't think he would have let Vaira meet too many people because she likes to kill people.
Mhm.
That's bad for business.
I mean,
Yeah,
if
getting
you
killed
told
isn't
her
one of my
that
favorite pastimes.
if you told her that he was your contact on how we were getting the jobs to kill people, she would not kill them. Or try to.
I don't
Not
know if
try
he
to,
would
I mean.
necessarily tell her. Probably not, to be honest.
Okay.
He wouldn't, like, he'd tell her that he has a contact, but he wouldn't tell her who the contact is.
So no name or description. Okay.
Right.
Yeah, so I'll
Hey,
Welcome
leave
back, guys.
welcome back.
I'll leave a note saying that you're being hunted down by bounty hunters, and then sign with an M,
And I would know who
and
that
then you
is.
see footsteps. I mean,
Well,
I don't
what
know
did
if
we
you
miss?
would. So basically, I snuck up and I mold earthed a small message in the ground next to the dome that said, "Havoc, you're being hunted by bounty hunters," and then left an M as a signature,
Oh,
and
gotcha.
then snuck off. And if you'd gotten a letter from me or something before, that's how I would have addressed it. So I'd guess probably.
If I see the footsteps squelching away, um, God damn it,
Just
so
poke your head out.
stupid.
Yeah, you can always go out.
I'll just say hold out loud.
The footsteps at about this point stop for a moment.
I will step out of the dome slowly.
You
Havoc,
probably
are
hear
you
a little
feeling
bit of
great?
you probably
where
hear a
you're
little
at.
bit of shuffling in a bag, and then you see a rope pop up, and then get snipped, and then you see a 5-foot length of rope rise in the air, and then it's pulled up as I cast rope trick.
Oh, frick. Did you just disappear into an extra dimensional space?
Yep.
After you
And I
saw
pulled
me?
her up.
I've never actually gotten to see someone use rope trick, so
Neither have I.
that's awesome. That's cool. I mean, I really dig it. I've just never gotten to see anybody actually use it, and I've always thought it was a great idea. So cool stuff.
I'm gonna walk over, I guess. Slowly. And I say out loud, I don't know if you're still there. I know where you're at. Just show yourself. No response?
Nope.
I'm gonna like reach my hand out where I see the footprints. Hmm.
It's my
Um,
okay. I thought my
I guess
audio cut
through the
out.
mind link.
Go ahead.
Through the mind link. Oh, just gonna be like, Havoc, let us know if you need help.
The creature was here, but he disappeared again. Or more.
Is there a reason why you're looking for it? Can't we just stay in the dome, stay safe?
I think I recognize it.
How did you recognize it? You didn't even see it.
Left a note. I stepped on it.
Oh, well. If you need us, we'll be here.
Great. The Havoc is just kind of looking around for a minute. He did the arm reaching out thing, looking for something that you can't see. And after a minute, he'll probably start to circle around and look for other tracks or something to figure out where he went.
Okay. Do you want to make a roll?
Sure, I have no idea what.
Are you looking for tracks?
Sure.
Perception, I suppose, or survival, maybe.
Still rainy.
It's pretty much, but you're
No,
fine.
not
You're
at
just
all.
looking. You're just looking in the area around you, right? So it's not like the fog is stopping you from.
Sure.
And they're recent, so the rain hasn't swept it away yet or anything. Does he see any tracks, Tim?
Just leading back a little bit past the tree where I originally landed, so there are some steps kind of all the way back to about here, and that's about it.
Yeah, but
They're all
Or
facing
back here, I think.
this direction, right?
yeah, they're all coming towards the. Yeah.
Where'd you go, you little...
I don't know. Do you have a way to figure this out?
No,
I don't know.
I don't think so. I don't know. I don't know
Unless
why
he's
Havoc would know
happened
what happened.
to
So
see someone use a rope trick before,
right,
then I
I
don't
wouldn't
think he
know
has
what.
any idea what's going on.
No.
I think you're out of luck, right?
I
Would
mean, he would probably spend like 10 minutes looking around before heading back into the dome.
he wouldn't be able to see the rope, or did you pull it up?
Pulled
He
the
pulled it
rope up.
into the space. Yeah.
Would he have been able to see it for a second?
Probably.
Yeah, I saw the rope go up into nothingness, but
Oh, yeah.
I reached out my hand. There's nothing there. You can't. I don't think you can like find the hole, can you?
Making her disappear from view outside the space. Attacks and spells can't cross through the entrance into or out of the extra. But those inside can
It
see
just
out
it's
of it.
just a floating rope, and then when the
And
rope
then it
gets pulled
fits.
up, I mean, I don't think you can reach into it. Maybe you can reach into it,
It doesn't. It says
reach through
attacks
the
and
window, but
attacks and spells
I
can't
don't think you
cross
can.
through the
Yeah.
entrance.
Right. So I wouldn't imagine really anything can.
Maybe you. Maybe if he like had a way to climb up to it, he could reach into it or something. But he doesn't know where it is.
Well-
Really.
You could fly into it if you knew where it was, but
It's only 8 feet off the ground.
Oh yeah, you have wings. I always forget this. Even though you fly when it's not raining. Yeah, I mean, I'll let you. You saw where we'll say you saw some movement, at least where the rope was. If you want to more, you did roll a 20 perception, so you saw the rope for a
Yeah.
second.
Yeah.
Um,
Uh,
I'll let you decide what you want to do, or you might just be on your own. I don't know.
I did the feel for it thing, and I'm assuming I don't feel anything. So after looking for tracks and spending like 10, maybe 15 minutes just looking around and trying to figure it out, I'll go back to the dome.
right as you are leaving, you might hear a small giggle.
Does it come from up above, like where the rope
Yeah.
was?
I stop
The giggling stops
mid-stride.
as soon as you stop moving.
Can I hear where the giggling's coming from?
I mean, you did roll a 20 perception just now, so yeah. I
I'm
mean, you
gonna
got
I'm gonna grab a big handful of mud and throw it in the air at the direction I hear from.
okay. Attacks and spells cannot pass through the barrier, so you fling some mud through the air, and it like splats against a nearby tree or something.
Would I know this is like? I assume you're not. Are you? I don't. Would this be familiar from our dealings?
Probably not. I don't leave my
I don't
whatever
think so.
kind of hotel I'm moving from hotel to hotel or inn to inn all the time, so you probably haven't really ever seen me, except for on very rare occasions, actually leave where I'm holed up at the time.
Are you going to show yourself? Why try to find me if you're just gonna hide?
I pull out my ink pen and my ink and a piece of parchment, and I write on it, mental link. Or mental link talking only. And then I drop the rope out, drop the parchment, and then pull the rope right back up.
Hold on a second, Tim. I just gotta whisper Tim something. It's just a compliment. Don't worry. Okay, continue. I was also curious. How was the laughing creepy laughing, or was it like happy, giddy laughing, or?
It was a little bit creepy, probably.
I
It
just
sounded happy, but still creepy.
I just imagine this whole scene as being creepy because it's dark, it's raining, and we got a horned demon like wandering around in a muddy, rainy, foggy darkness, and there's just disembodied laughter coming from the trees above him.
It's creepy in the way that, when a little kid laughs happily in a horror movie, it's creepy.
Yeah. Okay.
Even though it's a happy laughter, it's kind of like that, I think.
So you just drop the note. I'll walk over and pick it up, read it. Havoc sighs. I can't do that if I can't see you.
Rope drops down, and then a bottle of ink and a very small ink pen drop down. Oh, by the way, all of the handwriting is about a third of the normal size for handwriting.
So the ink pot and the parchment drops down?
Yeah,
It's a small,
And
really
I try to
small
drop
ink
them-
pot in a really small piece
Yeah,
of parchment.
I cork the ink pot before I drop it, by the way. Just want to clarify that so I don't
Okay.
lose
As
my
I
ink
see
pot.
those dropping, I quickly spread my wings and leap into the air straight at where they fell out.
You see a rope disappear and a little bag kind of floating in the air for a moment when you look. Oh wait, no, you can't see through it. Never mind. You just see a rope get pulled out of nowhere, back up.
What? Can he
Before
can
I
he
can get
fly
to it?
in? Can he fly into the thing?
I think so.
It doesn't
a
really
quick
say,
guy.
right? It's an invisible entrance
Yeah, the rope I think is just a way up into it.
Right.
to an extra dimensional space. So I guess yeah, you can fly through the entrance, but you can't like fire shots through it or anything.
Right.
Okay, I'm just trying to get it straight in my head.
Actually, I probably do. I don't have to drop the rope out then. You just see a bottle
Hmm.
of ink and
Right.
and a small pen drop onto the
But I
ground.
don't think there's actually you can't like close the entrance, can you?
I don't think so.
So I fly.
It's hard to tell because it's an extra dimensional space, which I I don't like.
It
it's-
doesn't say that pulling up the rope closes the entrance, so I think that you can.
Okay. All right.
The extra dimensional space can be reached by climbing to the top of the rope.
Okay, so it's just like there's like a hole.
So maybe that is the only way to get it. I don't know.
There's-
I'd say
yeah. It's
I
weird.
guess the rope is just a way to access it if you can't fly or anything.
Yeah, I guess so. I have no idea. I'll have to look it up or something. It's such a unique thing. Like it's a very niche.
I
So
really
what
just
happened?
like the idea of this spell. It looked cool.
It's a cool it's a
It's
cool
a cool
spell.
spell.
Yeah, it's a cool spell for sure.
He's gonna murder you.
Yeah.
So what happens?
All right. So you fly into this. It's a what 3x5 space, right? What?
It's 3x5 at the entrance, and then it has enough room. It's like about the size of a tiny hut inside.
Yeah, it's big enough for 10 people, 8 people, something like that. 8
Is-
people.
8
Is-
medium.
So when he gets inside, if he keeps flying, what like does he just hit an edge or something? Is there a wall? Like a barrier of force?
I guess it's like.
Because there's only
I
one
guess
entrance.
it says that those inside can see out of it as if through a 3 foot by 5 foot rope. So I guess it's like a bag of holding where it's just kind of. It's just a space
Okay, so
on the inside.
so you fly in that direction and then you breach like the line where you saw the stuff topple out of. You get to you as soon as you pass that area, it's just all darkness. And looking around, you see what the bag of holdings go to like the astral plane or something, don't they?
No, it's just an extra
Oh,
dimensional space. It's only if it gets torn
the
that
devouring
everything gets
ones,
dumped into
I think.
the
Yeah,
astral plane.
Okay. So it's just pitch
I had a
black.
brief moment of panic where I thought I accidentally made a black hole, and then I double checked, and bag of holding and rope trick don't interact like that.
Okay.
For a moment, I thought I just insta-killed myself, and I was going to be
Yeah.
really upset with myself.
That'd be
checked
fantastic.
really
You come
quickly.
for what 5 seconds on one character.
Yeah, okay. So yeah, you fly into a space where it's just pitch black, and I guess you see him.
I have dark vision, but he's still invisible unless that
still
takes his
invisible.
concentration. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
It doesn't.
Well, if you turn around, there's like a hole in the floor that leads back outside.
A perfect 3x5 square.
Okay, so I will I guess land where there is spot to land.
Yeah, I mean,
The-
there's a piece of
Look around,
like
Can't
black.
see him.
Yeah, it's like the scene would be shot on like a green screen stage where the background is just black. Like, and that's all this scene. That's all the scene would have if it was a TV show.
Are you
Okay,
going to show yourself to me?
I cast minor illusion to make a little piece of parchment appear in the air, and then words appear on it. No. And
I don't
then
remember you being
below it,
this.
mind link, and then 3 underlines on it. And then out of the bag of holding pops a floating piece of chalk. And then a little floating bit of a little chalk mark appears in the air. And then more on the parchment appears. Target where the chalk line is. And then the chalk goes back in the bag, but there's a little floating chalk mark in the air.
It doesn't work like that. I have to see you.
I drop invisibility. And you see a
Punch him in the
grumpy
face. No,
looking wet gnome glaring at you.
Yeah. Okay.
Does he?
So we get it. We get a good look at him for the first time, like as an
No, that's
audience.
pretty. Yeah. What do you look like?
Meryn is a very, very pale forest gnome with black hair and brown eyes. He's about 3 feet tall, and he looks like he's about 30 pounds or so. And he looks like he has some young features and some old features, and you can't really tell what age he actually is.
Okay. I will establish the mind link. Again. 2 hours. Just me and him this time.
In the
do
mind,
it.
like
Oh, go for it.
bounty hunters coming for you.
Not
Probably
the
not very competent. They sent Gilliman.
I found him last night. He won't be being sent anymore.
He was overpaid anyways.
Not that I'm not grateful, but I don't remember you being this annoying to talk to before.
You know the rules. Complete
What?
secrecy.
Why'd you
They
come and
can't
find
find
me?
me. They can't find me. To warn you, you still owe me. You're valuable.
Never gonna let that go, are you?
No.
Well, thank you, I guess.
How many
Who's
days out
they?
are we from 5 rings?
Let's take a look at the map, shall we?
Oh, always loads for 20 minutes.
Oh, does it give you a hard time? Sorry.
I have a potato computer.
I know.
Well, I have potato net.
I know that feels when we started. That's what I was working with that laptop.
I think we're like 18 days away, right? If I remember right.
You guys traveled 8
If we
days
follow the road.
at least. Yeah, something like that. I think it was like 21 total, and you traveled 8. So yeah, it looks like it's like 11-ish.
No.
Well, which square are we in? Are we in this square or are we in this square? Which one?
I have no idea. I assume where most of the people were.
Well,
now I can see it.
clearly they know that you're heading towards 5 rings. If they found you, I just followed them.
Who's they?
Everyone. Everyone's always looking for us. For me, at least. Or they could be. You never know.
Right. Well, in this case, who's looking for me?
I'm sure you've seen the bounty posters.
I have. Gilliman had one.
Credia wants you. And the rest. Wants the turtle the most.
About that. Turtle's dead.
One less to protect. Well,
We were
for you
gonna
two. It's not my
take
job.
his head and turn it in ourselves, but got stolen, and before we could recover it, someone made an example of them.
Anyone in your group you want to betray? Heads are worth good money. I could turn them in. You get 300, I get 200. 60-40 split.
It's a fair price. I'll keep that in mind, but not yet.
So I was thinking we could turn in the robot first, the metal one.
Okay. So you
And
want
then
him especially?
well, no, he just looked the stupidest in the poster. Probably the easiest to kill. Except the turtle, but you said he's already dead.
You just came out here to make a quick buck, didn't you?
Have I ever done anything different?
Well, I can't turn them in yet. They might be useful. You'll have to wait. It's a good backup plan, though.
Alright, we'll have that be plan A, and then whatever you come up with is plan B.
I'm gonna choose to ignore that. It's not like you to
So-
come out side of your hole.
Well, you know that I'm always willing to take small risks for a little profit, and then he kind of looks down through the hole towards the dome. Or
It's true.
a large profit.
Not like Gilliman would be much of a threat. Why don't you meet them?
I look back and forth. I summon my hawk familiar, and I pull the saddle out of my bag of holding. Give me the ink, and the pen, and the parchment.
I point down into the mud where they're sitting.
I saddle the hawk,
You know that they're
drop
on
down
the
with the.
ground, right?
I nod. I send the hawk down to pick up the. Can it pick up the pen and ink with the bottle, or in the ink in the bottle with its claws, or no?
I mean, I think it physically would be able to. Yeah, like they wouldn't be too
Alright.
heavy or anything.
I wasn't sure if it could
And
if
it's
it
a
could get its claws around and get enough grip
Yeah, I think
on
it
a
should.
glass item. Okay, so yeah, I'll have it retrieve those, and then I hold out my hand for the parchment. The parchment.
I'll give him the one sheet of parchment that he threw down.
I
Yes.
inspect both sides of it, and then I nod.
I already stepped
And
on the
then
message you left in the mud. No one will be able to read it.
I look at him. I look down towards the mud, and then I stick one hand out and mold earth the message away. I flatten that part of the dirt. No, they definitely won't see it.
Great.
Well, I will see you in 5 rings.
Wait,
And then I hop on the hawk, fly out of the hole, and fly off.
I guess the hole stays? Because it's not concentration?
I mean, it stays for an hour, I guess, right?
Yeah.
Cool. All right. Well, both of you guys take 3 XP for that scene. And then Ambien and Havoc take 3 XP for that detective partner scene earlier. That was really cool. Thanks for reminding me, Ella. And is there anybody else who should have gotten XP? So Havoc, you got 6 total so far.
I saw that. Or, yeah, I got that.
Is there Anybody?
There was some like RP between all four of us with the ring and whatnot.
Yeah. So yeah, there was. Yeah. So anybody who did, I guess Soul and
Soul and
Vaira.
Vaira.
Both of you all take 3 XP too. Okay. Because I need to get in the habit of remembering that because it's a new thing. Okay. So he flies off into the darkness back towards 5 rings.
Since how I have the mind link for a mile, I'm going to tell him. I briefly considered cursing at him, but instead, I will
You
just
stop
say
mumbling.
that
It's
I
already
will
pretty
meet.
noisy in my head.
Oh God! I'll meet you in the usual place. I'm bringing the people, so be ready.
I'm always ready.
Great. And
Oh,
I'll
and
drop
I just
out
want
of
to
the.
clarify that I would have
hole.
picked up after putting this up in my bag. I picked up the bag. I want to clarify that.
Yeah.
Okay, you didn't leave your
The
bag
bag is not
Bag
left
of holding.
floating in the hole.
All right.
All right. That's all I say to him as he flies away. And Havoc kind of shakes his head, drops out of the hole, flaps his wing to break his fall, and trudges back into the dome.
The entire 8-foot fall.
Yeah. Just a quick.
Actually, I think I only said I used like 1 foot of rope, so 4 foot.
Would have been standing in it then, apparently.
Okay.
So
Yeah,
did
I'll
you
just go
find
back
what you
inside.
wanted to find?
Is everybody still awake, or is it just Soul?
Vaira went back to sleep.
That's kind of what I figured. Yeah. Contact.
What happened out there?
Well, just telling me what I already knew, that we're being hunted, and there's a bounty on us. He's waiting for us. He'll be waiting for us in 5 rings.
Who is he?
I'll let you know that when we get there.
Okay. And then I guess I'll just continue to watch.
All right.
I guess if you see anything else weird, wake me up.
All right. Will
Back to sleep.
do.
If I can.
The rest of your watch is uninterrupted.
Oh, goblin parties, giant ogres,
No.
flying kobolds,
Banshees, ghosts.
No. No
dragons.
No werebores or anything like that.
No more graphic scenes of dead bodies that we've killed.
By the way, when I fly off, I fly myself about 200 feet in the air, strap myself in tight in my saddle, cling onto the hawk, and then direct it to fly back to 5 rings while dashing each round and try to fall asleep.
You'd be above the clouds, so
Right on.
At 240 feet?
I don't know. I would assume. I don't know. Atmosphere.
Clouds are higher than that.
I don't know.
And it's gonna be a shitty ride.
You be getting pelted.
Clouds are at 10,000
Yeah, if
feet.
you're not above the clouds, then that's a bad ride.
That's gonna be hard to sleep getting pelted with rain the whole way.
Aren't you giving directions to your hawk?
Fly in a straight direction back to 5 rings.
Familiars have a certain amount of intelligence.
Right on.
Also, just the wind temperatures, you'd freeze. So you know. Especially wet.
Is he well bundled?
I'm bundled up in my common clothes.
It's
Okay, I
fine.
fly slightly slow.
And I think the idea is to continue on towards 5 rings in the morning. Although I do want to say that in the morning I would look over if it's sunny and like visible now to see if the bodies are still there.
The bodies of the people you guys killed?
Yeah.
Yeah, they're still there.
They're not,
They're not made it.
dismembered. Or...
Yeah, no, they didn't. They didn't do anything with the bodies this time.
Havoc makes a mental note.
Okay. Vaira, on your watch, do you want to make a survival or perception check? It doesn't do anything, but you can if you want to. All right. 10. Nothing happens. I mean, unless you want to
I'm eating leftover soup.
yeah, left. Okay, right on. Yeah. All right. So the rest of the night is pretty quiet. You guys can take your long rest. You can refill your spells and your HP and all that stuff. And just make sure if you didn't eat turtle soup that you marked off a ration, and if you and also make sure you mark off a water skin anyway, I guess. Because nobody gathered water or anything.
I thought about it and then I didn't.
Does it count if I used rainwater for my stew and drank that?
Rainwater for your stew?
Yeah.
I mean, you just got to gather rainwater, right? So we need some kind of check, like a survival check, or probably nature would work. You got to find a
Well,
clean...
she had the pot. She was just letting it gather in the pot.
Oh, that's right. Sorry.
Yeah.
She just meant does the stew count as drinking as well?
Yeah, that's fine. Yeah, that's fine.
Okay, cool.
Sorry. Okay. Yeah, you don't have to make a roll to just leave a pot out in the rain. There's no roll required for that. I guess that makes sense. You accidentally leave the pot upside down. No, I think you're smarter than that. Okay. So yeah, next day. What do you guys want to do? Also, the rain has stopped. The sun has come out as day breaks. And the weather is as good as it can possibly get today. It's weird. It's like there's a chaos plateau.
You seem to like that soup. I've never seen you this interested in food.
It tastes better when you help kill it yourself.
I figured that was part of it.
Oh. Something I wanted to mention, because you've attuned to that ring, right, Havoc?
Yeah, I slept with it.
Okay.
There it goes.
So, nothing bad, really. Just, as you've attuned to the ring, you might be more inclined to, feel, a little bit superior to your party members. You have, a sense that you control them and that you can punish them if you desire to. And yeah, all kind of like how the prisoners get a sympathy pain and that stuff with the bracer. There's almost a similar effect with the ring, where it makes you willing to crack the whip, kind of a little bit more. It doesn't take control of you or anything like that, but you can just kind of feel it. It aches to punish bad prisoners.
With the attunement to the ring, do I gain understanding of how it works?
Yeah, you do. So basically, you can't be attacked by them because they get shocked, and it works the same way it did for Kashama. Basically, the range, all that stuff.
Do I get the sense I could remove their bracelets if I wanted to?
You do not.
Still try.
Do I know if I can touch them? Like, if I can touch them as long as I want to, and it doesn't hurt them,
If
even though
you
I'm wearing the ring.
if you don't want to hurt them, but if you want to hurt them and you touch them, you probably
Then I
could.
can.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Maybe.
I'll have to show you what hunting is, Vaira. You should have plenty of time on the way. Should we go?
Are you going to try to take these off?
I will grab her arm. I assume you don't resist.
No. She wants it off.
And I will, with the hand that has the ring on it, I will reach the hand out slowly and touch the ring to the bracelet and give her a shock.
Yeah, you touch the ring to the bracer that she's wearing. Yeah, it'll electrocute her. Make a Constitution save.
Vaira's gonna kill you later.
She doesn't know.
All right, you fail. You take the.
No, wait. Did I choose to do this, or did it do it on its own?
I mean, you touched her with the ring, right?
Right. But I thought I could if I didn't want to hurt her.
Yeah, but you chose to hurt her.
Okay, so it
Yeah,
is
you
because
said
I
you were
chose to
gonna
do
give
it.
her a shot.
I mean,
Yeah, okay. I'm just making sure that it wasn't just because I touched the ring to the bracelet.
I mean, you don't know for sure. You haven't tried touching it to her and not shocking her, right?
Shit.
Now you
That's
can't.
fair.
Vaira doesn't trust you
That's fair.
to try again. So
All right, there's the damage should be rolling shortly as soon as it clears.
As far as she knows, it's because the ring touched it, but also as far as I know, I'm not sure.
Right.
I don't.
okay, Vaira
think it-
will immediately turn to Ambien after that and say, "Let's try that dead thing."
Oh, yes. I prepared this spell, and it will take a bit of an hour. And let's try it. Do you want it to be on you, or?
It takes you an hour to cast it?
No, it takes him an action to cast it.
Okay.
It lasts
Like
for
10
an
minutes,
hour.
I believe. Yeah, because it's a ritual, so it's just 10 minutes.
Well,
Actually.
you'll be dead for an hour.
I
It ta-
think Ambien could end it early. I think is what I was reading earlier. Let me double check.
Is it?
It's not concentration, so he can't end
Yeah,
it
you can
early.
dismiss the spell.
Oh yeah, never mind then.
Oh, can you?
Oh
Yeah,
yeah,
yeah.
you can. That's the first thing.
Yeah, you can
Where's it?
touch. You can touch the target and dismiss the spell.
Oh, okay. I see.
Okay, but it only takes you 6 seconds to cast it. I mean, you have to pull out a pinch of graveyard dirt, chant some words, move your hands to trace the runes or whatever, and yeah, you got it.
Let's 10
10
minutes.
minutes.
He's casting it as a ritual.
Oh, ritual.
Instead
Okay.
of as a spell slot.
Gotcha.
So, what are you guys doing as he casts it?
Yeah, that's a good thing to know.
I was
Are you just-
waiting patiently.
You're just waiting? Okay,
Do
good.
you lay
Great.
Well,
down?
who-
No, don't say that. Let her fall.
Viral would
Well,
think
who-
of this.
She had
So
a
he's
chance.
casting on Vaira for sure.
Sorry.
Is he casting on Vaira?
Yeah, she volunteered for it.
I assume, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, she would lay back down.
Okay. I mean, I feel like Viral would be aware of that.
Yeah.
'cause, yeah.
Come on.
I know it would have been funny, but all right. So you lay down. All right, and 10 minutes of chanting and laying on hands and stuff later. I mean, you guys can describe it if you want.
Is there an excessive amount of laying on hands?
I mean, he doesn't have to actually like touch her or anything. Well, I guess he does.
Yeah,
kinda
he
at the
does.
end.
Yeah, he
So you
does.
touch a willing creature.
It is
Yeah.
Ambien.
I don't
Yeah.
that's a good point. That's a very. I didn't think of it that. Yeah.
That's why I
Ambient?
asked.
Ambien.
So during this time, Ambien tries to like touch like what her hair feels like. Cause cause Ambien never like got too close with Vaira, so he's curious about her hair.
Is this necessary?
Yes, it's in the process, so
We
give
see
it
him.
time.
Do you see him like lean in and give her hair a sniff or something?
Yeah. It's like,
Alright.
maybe we could use this later in case like you go bald or something.
Wait, how much is
I like
cutting off? Is he just like
I
cutting
need
the
some
whole
good wig.
ponytail?
No, what? I'm
Are
not
you cutting off
cutting
hair?
any.
I mean, while
No,
she's
no, no,
trying to
no.
talk,
I
you
was just
certainly
like,
could.
yeah, I could, but I'm just like thinking like, oh, this is like nice hair for a wig. So I'm just like holding on to it.
Like Buffalo Bob.
So he's just holding on to your hair.
He's
Okay.
gonna.
And
Yeah.
apparently
And
it's
then-
necessary, so she'll let him.
Do you feel relaxed, Vaira? You will go into a trance,
Feel
in a
what?
state of stillness. Do you feel relaxed?
Not really.
All right, it will take a little bit more time, and then I try to, what does Vaira have that's like interestingly, like her features as a Githyanki? Because Ambien just learned that you were a Githyanki. Ambien thought that you were an orc.
Really ugly here.
If you click on the B team thing, or go into the journal area and click on it, I think you should be able to see the picture of her.
Oh, I see.
With the snake.
Thing.
With
No,
the
she doesn't
snake.
actually have a snake. I had considered giving her a familiar and having it be the snake, but I didn't.
Yeah.
But I like this picture the best of all the ones I found.
Is it in Roll20 or is it in Discord?
It's in Roll20.
It's in Roll20.
And it's on her character sheet under bio and info.
Yeah.
All I see is the picture with the snake on her arm.
Yeah, she.
Right.
Yeah,
that's
that's
the
the
she
picture
just
of what
doesn't
she
have the
looks
snake.
like. She just doesn't actually have the snake.
Oh, okay. Gotcha. Okay, I just wanted something
Yeah.
to show the audience. Yeah. All right. Cool.
All right. Call. And then I put my finger in her mouth just to massage it inside.
Yeah.
This is a thing that they do in our place. It relaxes. And does she have fangs?
No, but she will try to
No,
bite
okay.
you if you're sticking your finger in her mouth.
Havoc is just about to say, I wouldn't do, and
Relax,
I mean,
relax.
if you want to roll a dex or something to see if you pull it out before she snaps her mouth.
Yeah, let's do that. Honestly, like sleight of hand or
I don't know.
that would be, yeah. I mean, seems fine.
Here's my dex.
Sleight of hand is how
Hi.
how dexterous your hands are. So
All right.
You just barely.
Both of y'all take 3 XP for this scene. All right. So what?
maybe in like 10 minutes, like the spell happens. Let's see what happens now.
Yeah, I mean, you can describe it. Yeah, you guys can describe what happens.
Okay, now that she's a willing creature and now she's in a cataleptic state. She appears dead, so So hey, Havocans, can you take off that bracer from her now that she's dead?
That's not my name. Havoc is just standing there with his arms crossed, waiting.
Okay. Can you do it now?
I will reach down, and when I touch the bracelet, give her a shock.
You gonna give her a shot? Does it wake you up if you take damage?
I don't know. She has resistance to all damage except psychic. Doesn't say anything about what happens if she takes damage, so I don't think so.
I think it doesn't wake you up. But you still take the damage.
I assume we see something because muscles contract or something. I don't
Yeah,
know.
maybe her muscles tense up or something, kind of like she was hit with the defibrillator or something.
She's going to get back at you for this.
You don't know.
Yeah,
You don't know.
You don't know, but I do need a. I guess if you're incapacitated, do you
He's incapacitated. She fails automatically.
You do fail con saves.
Oh
Yeah.
no, that would be dex saves.
Yeah.
Con saves, I think, would still.
Yeah, I mean,
Mr. Roll.
I was
Still.
Because
Alright,
Because your
now I'm
constitution
still-
is just your
I'll go ahead.
constitution. It's
yeah,
always
that's what I
on.
thought.
It fails anyways, so it doesn't matter.
All right,
But I
you-
still take
you-
half because of the resistance, right?
Right.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, so
Yep,
if
you do.
you take half of this. It is a little bit worse. You take it 8.
Oh my god.
I should have never gave you guys these things to play with. I should have never given you guys the bracers and the ring.
Oh wait, whoops! I accidentally took away 16. I do that. It's 8.
Oh, I see why you guys are moving your tokens now to change your HP. That makes. I was like, why were the tokens getting moved off of this square? Sorry.
So
Souls on top. Usually I think it's whoever. Like normally I would see Vaira on top, but for some reason I see Soul on top.
I do too.
He
I
right
think
clicked
Kitty
it to put
had
Soul on top because Kitty was in the same space at one point. There's a move to
Oh, I
top
see.
option,
Yeah.
and then it
Oh.
Okay.
sticks after that.
That makes sense.
So while they're watching, I will then reach the other hand down, the one that doesn't have the ring on, and touch the bracelet without giving her a shock, and like pry at it. I assume in vain. I'm actually trying to remove it.
Okay, nothing happens.
That's what I figured. So I pry at it quite a bit, and then I just kind of stop and go. Don't
Not
think I can
working?
remove it. No.
All right, that's sad. I then
Just-
again put my finger in her mouth, inside her mouth, and then I tried to wake her up.
She's not gonna be happy.
She's not gonna be happy.
So you're waking her up then?
Yes, with the spell. I think like you just have to touch.
Havoc quickly takes a step back.
Why is that what broke me after all the things that you guys, all the weird stuff you guys do?
All right.
You don't know where that-
If she's waking up with your finger in her mouth, I guess roll another roll another sleight of hand.
Really good. 17. Right.
Whew.
Nope.
So I'm guessing you bite down. Is that what
Yeah.
we
Yeah.
do? All right. How?
Do you Rottweiler this or not letting go?
Are you trying to take off the finger?
No.
That's
He's
what
the healer, so he needs his hand.
Okay.
But she is trying to do at least like I don't
Do
know,
some
1 point of
damage.
damage. Teach him a lesson.
Like, what
Like
do
a
you
good
what
crunch.
what do you
It's
guys
just
think? Like,
one damage.
A
well,
D4?
one, or I was thinking like maybe
Or 1d4.
improvised. Yeah,
1d4 would be fair too.
that's 1d4, right? Improvised attack.
I think
Yeah.
it's just 1 point.
Generally it's just 1 point, but you could do 1d4.
I think 1d4 is fine. Yeah. Okay, of course, of course, of course, it's 4. Yeah. All right.
Okay.
Yeah, she
Well-
draws a lot of blood. Is what happens.
Well, my little Yankee, it didn't work.
Maybe he gets like a chunk of skin when you pull your hand away. Just like-
Oh, jeez.
Quietly to himself, Havoc says, and he thought the robot was the stupid one.
She's gonna bare her teeth at you with all the blood that's in her mouth.
Does
Do I
it taste
taste
as good as the
delicious?
turtle?
Just to scare you. but
We're
then
both on the
she's
same
gonna
track.
get up.
Does it taste good?
Okay.
I think the turtle's better, isn't it, dear Vaira?
Definitely, but I won't hesitate to make you into soup if you keep doing weird things.
To be fair, he might taste better cooked.
Vaira, I don't know if you've noticed, but everything he does is weird.
For the record, bracelet's still on.
Mhm.
She's upset, but whatever.
It didn't
This
work.
just means that we must make through that ticket.
Mm-hmm.
Well, now that you guys are done with whatever you were doing, let's get going.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, Ambien, don't forget your shell. Have fun dragging that.
Would you be a dear
No.
and help me?
Havoc
Come on,
spreads his wings
Havokins.
and flies up.
Oh shoot, you just leave. Okay.
I just fly up and
this is-
like 20 feet forward, and I look back and wait.
Can you please carry this for me? It's quite heavy, but it seems you have the bronze for it.
You talking to me? I know you're not talking to me. But no.
Yeah, I'm talking to you.
No.
How about you, Vaira?
What?
Can you carry this for me? Or we could carry it together.
Do I look like I would be a pack mule?
I mean, if you want an honest opinion.
To you, dear soul, would you be so kind
I've
to
already
help
told
me?
you. I got the shell off the body for you. You handle the rest.
How about Kitty
No.
pushing it?
And then we walk away.
Oh goodness.
Try not to
Alright,
fall
then.
behind, Ambien.
I didn't thought of this through, but I might have to leave this shell. And then I'll just leave it. Nobody wants it. Well, I could drag it, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
How does like dragging work?
You can drag way more than you can carry. I know that much.
Okay. I'll just do that throughout our way if there's no stopping it. Or...
But for sure, your like movement is halved.
Tim probably knows. Yeah, that probably. Tim probably knows the rules for dragging. He knows all that weird stuff.
Dragging, yeah, I only know the obscure mechanics that don't come up very often.
Right?
Dragging, I think, is like half movement. Let me double check.
And I think you can drag 3 times what you can carry, something like that.
I think it's only 2 times.
Maybe 2 times.
2 times. No, I'm like the 2-time. Never mind.
Up to twice your carrying capacity. While pushing or dragging weight in excess of your carrying capacity, your speed drops to 5 feet.
Oh no.
We'll leave him behind.
It's just
You know, when I'm
fine,
actually pulling
right?
things, generally I have the whole 20 strength thing going on,
Right.
and I don't need to pull things.
So what's your strength, Ferdy?
8.
Oh. So your push drag capacity is 240 pounds.
So you're moving it 5 feet around.
Right.
Will somebody please help him?
Aren't you most suited to that?
No. I need to be scouting.
We can scout.
Wings trump whatever you are.
Well, we're not that strong, so
Havoc doesn't want
I
to say
just
it, but
need
neither is
somebody
he.
else.
Havoc's got a strength of 6.
Jeez.
oh boy.
boy.
I'm dexterous, not
Oh, what?
strong.
Have I just
Is that
found the
minus
party's Achilles
3?
heel? the
Quick,
the
no one tell him that I have 7 strength.
the best enemy in the game was the sled made out of Kashama's
Yeah.
shell.
Added 3 months to our game time.
You
Well,
have no idea. All right. So what are we doing? Are we leaving the shell behind, or what's going on?
And I'll just cut it in half then.
I don't
How?
think you can. It's a shell.
It won't crack?
I mean, it'll crack. Yeah,
It'll
probably.
crack, but it won't cut in half. And
Yeah.
it'll shatter.
Yeah, it'll probably. Yeah, what he's saying. It's kind of like shell is kind of like
An egg. An
yeah,
eggshell.
yeah.
Right, we'll just leave this.
Doesn't the cat have
Glory
strength? Come on.
Let me check that thing.
Gotta have like 12 strength.
I mean,
That's a 14. That's a 14, but
See?
that's not that much higher.
it's a lot higher than 6.
Or 8.
Yeah.
And it's just pushing.
Let me calculate how much
pulling.
the drag thing is.
He can push while Kitty pulls.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Jesus. Havoc flies off to start scouting.
Just gonna ditch these guys. Let 'em
And I
figure it out.
establish the mental link with them.
Okay. Ambien, we will help you out for a price.
You do remember I gave you that armor. Isn't that enough?
For
I
today.
need this thing for an armor.
For
a
today.
day. Okay.
Yes. We can carry it for today. But how
But
many days is it to 5 rings?
So let me think about this. You were wearing my armor for 8 days?
Well, it's no longer your armor. You gave it to me.
Well, I could take it back.
All right. Take it back.
Okay.
I don't know about you, but I literally just got a whole bunch of armor.
Well, you don't have a half plate.
That's fine.
All right.
What if we try to use set shell to turn in bounty, and he give you his share?
But you do have to take it off of me, by the way. It's not that hard. It's not that easy to take this
Maybe
armor
during
off.
a long rest we could remove that. I'm not needing it right now. I could sell it for a good fortune.
Okay.
But the shell, I might need it for later.
Telling me that I have to help you with the shell and you're still taking the armor away from me.
No, I will give it to you after you help me.
You've already given it to him. He's
You've
wearing
already given it to
it.
Well, technically, it was a loan.
me. That was not in the terms and conditions.
All right, then
But I will
will
help
heal
you.
you throughout this expedition, and
I will
hopefully
help
you would
you.
live throughout your days.
Okay,
Okay?
that works for me.
All right.
All right.
We will just leave this shell then.
Okay.
For the record, I did say I would help you for a price. But if you don't want the price, then that's fine.
What's the price?
Give me something new every day. Doesn't have to be something big.
What about gold? You could just charge him 10 gold per a day.
That works also.
Well, something new every day. I think that's fine.
Something that I can't get on my own.
Well, you can't
Obviously,
get
you
berries,
can't.
right?
What do I? Sure. But I can get that on my own.
Good berries? You can't.
That works for one day, sir.
How about an ambient kiss? You don't get that so often.
That is not a thing.
Through the
I
bond.
can't put an ambience kiss into Kitty.
Through the bond, you hear, please tell me you guys are moving.
Okay, I'll give you money then. 10, probably a hefty amount once we get there. Or we'll talk about it later.
That's fine. For now, today's price is paid. And that is the armor.
All right.
All right.
Okay.
Both you guys take 3 XP.
Jesus.
My goodness.
Okay. All right. So, are we heading to 5 rings? Is that what we're doing now?
Yes.
Yeah,
Okay.
we're gonna U-turn and go towards creation.
Yeah. Never know. Never know with you guys. Like we're going to the wands. We're going to that orange island over there.
Start swimming.
Yeah. Okay. Question. Do you think this might be a good place to wrap up the show, or do you guys want to go a little longer and just see if we find a place?
We
Or
still
if
got
we
a half
could
hour.
get there. Yeah,
We can do something for half an hour.
Okay. All right. So we will cut to 5 rings. So this is the part where we see the line moving on the map. The that kind of montage. Okay. Oh, Havoc's like, no, I'm not going
Wow.
He's the GM.
Flying so hard. Super speed.
All right. The rest of the trip goes smoothly. No more weird attacks or dead bodies or anything like that. We see you guys arriving to 5 rings. The audience would notice that there is no blooming flesh in the distance. 5 rings is somewhat cleaner. There's no banners painted on the outside walls saying things like "Death to the Magistrate" or "Magistrate are traitors" or any of that stuff. It's just a normal town. No refugees, none of that. And the gates. I mean, there's guards at the gates, but generally they don't really stop people. Also, there would be like a bounty board or like a job board outside near the entrance, but your bounties are not on the board yet.
Oh, okay.
Looks like you guys beat the the people distributing bounties here. Yeah, I mean, what do you guys want to do? I'm assuming we catch up with you guys as you're walking through the gates into the dirt district. Let me see if I can.
Before we go in, Soul would have cast Alter Self on himself to make himself look human.
Yeah,
And
Vaira
he-
would do this.
and then he probably would have covered Kitty in the robes of the that wizard, just to have some sort of covering.
Oh, that's a great disguise.
Yeah,
It's
that's
better
a good,
than nothing.
that's a good point. Do you guys try to disguise yourselves, cover up your bracers before heading into town, that kind of stuff?
Yes.
Havoc would put up his hood and wrap himself more tightly in his cloak with his wings hidden underneath the back of it.
I guess I didn't really discuss this with everyone. Vaira, while they're traveling, would recommend that those who can do disguises or alter self make themselves look like they're bounty hunters. And then those who cannot disguise themselves, we could say we caught the bounties, and that's how we're gonna get in to see Kudyat.
To which Havoc would say, "You realize you are a bounty hunter, right? You look like you."
Yes, but I will look like not me as a different bounty hunter.
Right. What does a bounty hunter look like, Vaira?
I will just look different, okay?
They usually wear a purple feathered hat,
Right.
big red clown shoes.
Got a bandolier,
Mm-hmm.
rope,
Yep.
whip.
So
I mean,
Soul's
I would
gonna-
assume
Go ahead, Soul.
they
Go
look
ahead.
like adventurers with weapons.
Soul's gonna kneel down next to Kitty, and he's going to put a rope around his neck, and he's gonna say, "Sorry, buddy, but we gotta play the part." So he's gonna sort of put the rope around his neck to act as a sort of leash.
I assume there's already a rope around Kitty's neck from pulling the
Because-
shell.
Well, then
So
he'll just
now-
take
You just
he'll
take the-
just take that rope and then use it as a leash.
Yeah, that's fine.
Yeah, as a lead. Yeah.
So yeah, we rejoin the sort of walkways and busy intersections of Five Rings in the Dirt District. Probably see some food carts. People are generally happier than what we've seen with A Team. I wouldn't say there's still poverty and stuff like that here. It's just there's not as many refugees and it's not as crowded and that kind of thing. Okay, so you guys have disguised yourselves with magic. Some of you,
Yep.
generally.
I will.
Mhm.
I'll activate the bond as we go in the gates for the first time that day
Okay.
for 6 hours.
I put on the a disguise.
Do you have to roll for disguises, or did I? How did we do?
I just saw this one. It's on XGE, but yeah, I could roll for it.
You,
I could either copy a humanoid's appearance if I roll a 20, I guess.
okay.
Or at least cover your distinguishing marks.
Yeah,
Yeah, that should
I'll
be
cover
easy.
my.
Okay, I guess you can make a roll. What would it doesn't say on there what the roll would be. Is it like disguise kit roll? Like disguise kit with proficiency or something?
Right.
Yeah.
Proficiency. I don't know what a disguise kit uses. I'd assume intelligence or.
Oh,
maybe
so
dex.
this is like the accompanying thing about it.
I thought Disguise Kit used some charisma thing. Oh yeah, because it depending on what you use to roll could change.
Okay.
something.
So
Most of it is like charisma,
you,
deception, intimidation, performance, persuasion.
I guess you can decide which of those you want to roll. But
I'm
the
gonna.
description is what that roll does. So just keep that in mind. You don't want to pick one that's not gonna be useful.
I think like throughout this time Ambien wants to have a performance here, so he's just gonna do the performance thing.
Okay.
Cunning disguise can enhance the audience's enjoyment of the performance. Okay, and you just got to roll a 10 to or better to hide like the bracer and stuff. Distinguishing features, I think. Okay. That's a crit 20 on the disguise. Okay. All right. Wait,
No,
what's
I'm not Ambien. I'm just playing Ambien.
Well, I mean, you rolled a crit 20. But I'm just confused. I want to make sure we do this right.
Yeah,
Is it a performance roll for choosing performance, or am I just confused? I didn't know we had a disguise kit roll.
It's
because
just taking
apparently on the
his
tools there's this guy's skit, and then there's a question mark and then a query. I don't
Oh.
know. I just clicked on that one.
Okay. Well, you rolled a crit 20, so it doesn't matter whatever the
I
roll
think
was.
Disguise Kit uses a charisma check for like either deception or persuasion that you're.
I mean, we can see the bonus, right? Like you got a +1, +0, +3 from mods. I'm not sure what that means.
+3 is from the proficiency, +1 is from whatever ability score it's pulling from.
Yeah.
Yeah, the charisma score.
Okay. Cool. So you got an awesome performance disguise kit. What does it look like?
It looks like a shaman.
Havoc would have suggested a certain well-known mage.
I was thinking Krudyat, but then I was like, I barely saw him.
Gilliman.
you dress up like Gilliman.
I mean, he would
Yeah, let's
suggest
do
it,
that
but you
since
don't
I've
have
seen
to.
him before.
Yeah. All right.
And he's a bounty hunter.
You rolled a crit
And-
20, and it's a 24, and at 20 you can copy a humanoid's appearance.
He has become Gilliman.
You are Gilliman. So yeah, we see you like step into an outhouse or maybe a changing room or something, and or something, and you come out looking just, and then 2 seconds later we see you walk out, dressed looking exactly like Gilliman.
Awesome.
Right
And
on.
then I don't even know who Gilliman is.
You just
Like, this
you
is
don't
what
know
he looks
anything
like.
about him. You know nothing about him, except what he looked like, and I mean, I guess you know his voice too, but I don't think disguise helps with
Yeah.
that.
No, I can't alter my voice.
All right, good stuff.
I don't know, so I wasn't involved in that last time. And for the record, Havoc doesn't disguise himself. He just kind of throws up his hood and tries to be as nondescript as possible.
All right.
Oh my gosh.
So what's the plan here? I'm gonna let you guys get through the walls with through the gates with no incident. Where are you guys going? What do you guys want to do?
I would lead them towards Meryn. I forgot his name.
Oh, Meryn's
Meryn,
place.
yeah.
Yeah, Meryn. Towards Meryn's, to wherever I normally meet Meryn.
You did say to meet.
I think we'd
In the usual place. I don't know where that is.
we'd normally meet.
I was hoping you'd know.
Nope.
Tim,
The
where's the
moment
usual
We'd
we-
place?
normally meet in some sort of shady probably shady, not too busy inn, towards the back of the bar,
Okay.
kind of in
The
the darkest, most far to the back corner.
Yeah. Okay. It's a hole in the wall. Bar. It's a different inn than what we've seen in Five Rings before. Yeah.
Yeah, I'd like to think that that was the nice part of town, or the nice part of the dirt district before.
I don't think.
And now we're
I could be mistaken, but I don't think we've used this name before. The Don't Go In.
I like that. Yes, Ambien, I think they do.
Okay.
Ambien, what do you want me to do with the shell? I'm not carrying this around town.
Alright, I'll give you extra until we find some armorer or something.
You haven't given
Or-
me anything. What do you mean extra?
Here you go. I give you 50 gold.
50? That's it?
I think that's enough. We did it. You did how many days has it been?
11.
21, 12, 11
That's like
times
a little bit more than 5 gold a day.
5 times. I don't know math. 50's enough.
Okay, so what is this extra?
I'll give you 5 gold a day then, until we find an armorer.
So right now your bill is 55 gold. Got it.
Yes. Okay.
Better find that armorer quickly.
before they come into the inn, I'm gonna be holding an action to minor illusion the sound of a whisper when I see someone that looks like Havoc walk in.
Okay.
Just always there waiting for him.
Well, I'd probably show up on the day that you'd be coming, and if I'm living in the top floor of the inn, or in a room at the top floor of the inn, then I'd probably be at the inn anyways, so I'd come down and sit down at the bar with a hood up.
Hmm. Yeah, I guess we go inside.
Okay. So they
I
walk in. I'm guessing they hear the whisper in their ear.
Mind link. Mind link.
Over here to this table, guys. Have a seat. Is everyone going, I guess? What happens
Yeah.
with the show when we go in the inn?
Sorry.
What happens with the turtle shell when we go in the inn? Does he leave Kitty sitting outside with it?
It's a good question. Is Kitty dragging the the sled through the inn? Because that might be an issue.
Depending on what Ambien wants to do.
Just for the record, who
Can Kitty?
is Havoc? Is your appearance altered?
Nope.
Okay, so you're getting looks.
Well, it's altered in so much as I'm missing a horn, but
yeah, right. So you might be getting a few looks.
Well, I do have my hood up.
I gotta get rid of Kashama on here and replace him with the right character. Sorry.
I would be trying to avoid those looks as much as possible, but I'm not disguising myself. I'm just big, deep hood that, falls way down my face.
Before I forget, as soon as I got back to Five Rings, I would have immediately found something to light a small fire with and burnt the piece of parchment that I'd written on.
Okay.
So
Why not
that
swallow
paper
it so
doesn't
there's no
exist anymore.
evidence?
Soul and Kitty, you look like you always look, right?
For the record, Ambien gets shocked.
I altered myself. I use alter self on myself.
Okay. All right.
I look like a human, like a lumberjack with a beard.
Oh yeah. Okay. All right. And Vaira and
Um,
Ambien alter itself.
Yeah. I in Discord of what Vaira. It's a placeholder picture until I can find one.
Oh, okay.
No. We need to roll damage.
Wait, what? What are you rolling damage for?
I'm being set on Havoc, which triggered the defense system, as far as he knows.
I mean, you touch him with the ring when he does it?
Well, he touches me.
Yeah, but you gotta touch him with the ring.
No, I don't. He
Yeah,
doesn't
you
know that.
do. Yeah, you do. You gotta touch him with the ring. That's how it shocked Vaira. Like, you're wearing the ring, you touch the ring to them while you're wearing it. That's how you were shocking Vaira earlier.
Oh, I thought it was just by will.
I mean, it is, but it's also by touching them.
Yes, I guess.
Yeah, I mean, you just gotta. All you gotta
Fair.
do if he's sitting on you, all you gotta do is pull up a hand and touch it to his skin, or his.
Well, it's supposed to be. He's doing it in a way that is attempting to make him think that it's because there was contact.
You could be subtle
So
about it.
subtle enough, yeah.
Yeah, you could be pretty subtle about it, I think. I mean, do you want to roll something, or we can just say you were pretty subtle about it? Probably. Up to you.
It's up to you.
What do you think, Ambien?
Can I perceive that?
Okay, so he wants to perceive it. So maybe, what do you think? Like stealth or sleight of hand or something?
Fuck a sleight of hand.
Yeah, okay.
I'll use my inspiration for advantage.
Good stuff. All right, 16. All right, Ambien.
Oh,
Or,
I got a
okay,
shock.
Ambien rolled a 16. Okay. Yeah. Okay. So you get a shock. You want to roll a concentration or a constitution save?
Yeah.
All right. So you
Wait,
take the full 6, 2 1s, 2 1s in
Ooh.
the 3d6. All right. So you take 6 shock electricity damage, lightning damage. Okay.
I assume he bolts to standing.
Yeah, and I look for another. I give my little I like how that vibrated, and then looks for another seat.
Vibrated or tingled?
Same difference.
Yeah, it's not. It doesn't hurt. So yeah, I like how that tingled, and then finds another seat.
Guess I'll spend another dice to establish the link with Soul, Vaira, and Meryn.
And Ambien, right?
Nope.
Isn't
I
this
can
a
only
new
do
day?
two. Yeah, but I already
Yeah.
used the first one when we came in the
Oh, okay.
gate.
Okay.
Soul's gonna
Uh,
stay outside.
Oh.
Because he's not gonna bring the turtle shell inside, I'm assuming. And he's not gonna leave Kitty outside by himself. So Soul will just guard the shell.
Okay.
That's a great disguise. You look normal, but you're also sitting on a massive turtle shell with
a robotic
metal cat in robe. Drawing any attention there.
Yeah. There's just all kinds of people walking by, just like staring at the cat and the turtle shell. It's like one older bald guy. He's like scratching his head, just staring at it from across the street, not moving. Yeah, and there's like a couple kids who walk by, are like, "Oh, look at the cat," and the cat's like "Row" or growls at him or something, and they kind of jump back and laugh and keep walking.
Under the robe, yeah.
Yeah.
So I guess I'll do Ambient instead of Soul.
Well,
But yeah, we have the mental link.
Not looking at Havoc, I stay through the mental link, sit down at a different table.
We're already sitting at your table. If we move now, it would seem weird.
I sit there quietly. You made a mistake. I might be compromised. I might need to leave. I've only been watching that one over at the bar for about a week. I don't know him very well. Could be
Um,
spying.
Would Havoc always go and sit at the table with him, or would they have established this prior?
If this is something established, then we wouldn't.
He
But
probably would have established to sit at a different table.
okay, fine. We sit
To
at a
sit at
different
separate
table.
tables.
So you guys like aren't facing each other, and you know,
No.
Right.
like back to back kind of thing.
Through the mental link, I tell Vaira and Ambien to make small talk out loud. If we all sit here silently, it will appear weird.
I'm reading a book currently. So, any more problems with the bounty hunters?
Well, Gilliman is sitting right in
Think
front of
quieter.
me.
You'll never know who's listening.
I don't know if you noticed, but Gilliman is sitting in front of
I
me.
am Gilliman.
I look up with kind of a start.
Vaira.
Investigation check.
Vaira's just like, we know. I know magic.
I thought he was dead.
I did not say that. I
said he
said
was
he
dead.
wouldn't be bothering us again.
So is Spyro included in the link?
Yes.
Two.
Vaira,
Okay.
Ambien, Havoc, and Meryn.
Mentally, she's gonna ask, "Who is this short thing?"
Sit up from the table, or stand up from the table, yawn, close my book, and stare at walking upstairs.
Meryn, where are you going?
You're gonna get caught. And I walk back up into the room.
It's not actually
saying it.
Gilliman. It just seemed a good disguise.
It's a very good disguise.
We know.
I continue walking up to my room. Well, it'll just look weird if I turn around now.
Do you go
That's
after?
fine.
And I continue walking to my room.
No, we can keep talking to him. He's got a
Okay.
mile range.
Yeah. Okay.
Order
What
something
information
or
do you
it'll
have
seem
for me?
weird. Order
Drink.
something or it'll seem weird.
Vaira, order
I would
drink.
like to order a room.
That was a mistake.
So you just
Immediate regret.
shout out that you'd like to order a room. I mean, you guys are still sitting at the table, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. So Vaira will get up and look for somebody when she says that.
Well, it's,
Vaira, the one behind the counter is the one you speak to.
all right. Yeah, you can walk up to the counter and talk to somebody if you want. The barkeep here is a middle-aged woman, maybe early to mid-30s, brownish, blondish hair. She is a human, and she's probably fairly light-skinned, and her hair is like all messed up, and she's busy. But it's not like she's not like unclean or anything. She's just like sweaty from working.
I don't need to remind you. No killing.
Oh.
So can your contact be trusted?
What, are you asking Havoc that?
Yeah.
You are my contact.
I mean these ones.
No, these are my forced companions.
Why not turn them in? They're
They
worth
can
good
hear
money.
you. Just so you know.
You loop them in?
Yes.
I sigh very loudly through the mental link.
God. Ambien.
Everybody, go ahead and
I am
take everyone go ahead and take 3 XP for the scene here at the end.
Ambien, do not
Guys,
use our real names.
you guys have been hilarious. No, he's Gilman, obviously. He's made that very clear.
Nobody use mine.
You never gave us your code word or your thing.
Just don't refer to me by name.
Oh, is that how it goes?
Vaira, by the way, probably would have told you to call her Vera instead.
I'm enjoying this conversation, but I want to know how it goes with the innkeeper. Can you, what do you, I want to know how this
Vaira
conversation goes.
walks up and says, "I would like to order a room."
Yeah. She's probably in the middle of pouring a mug of ale or something, and she doesn't hear you at first, and then she like sets it on the bar and slides it down to somebody, and she goes and she looks up at you and she says, "Sorry, what you want to what did you want?"
A room. I want to order a room.
Right, sure thing. She knocks on the bar. 2 gold.
Okay. She'll give her 2 gold.
Do I hear this?
I mean, are you paying attention?
Probably only halfway. I mean, I'm definitely listening for screams of terror.
Yeah,
I
fair enough.
assume will follow soon.
Yeah, I mean, I think it's fair to say you hear it.
You just got ripped off, Vaira.
Well, this is why this is through the link. This is why you usually handle this.
Yeah,
Take it as a lesson.
she's like looking you up and down, and she says, "Right, 2 gold for 1 room."
Yes. And so she'll put it on the counter.
She smiles, satisfied, and pulls the gold away. Yeah, and she says, "Upstairs, first door on the left." And she barely looks at you during the conversation, except when you hand her the money. And she goes back to.
Is there key?
Sorry.
Is there key?
No, I don't think she hands you a key. No. Yeah, she just takes the gold and she says, "Upstairs, first door on the left."
Okay. So she'll ask her, "Is there key?"
She says, "What?" Like she wasn't paying attention to you talking. Like,
Key.
"Oh, you're still here?"
Is there key to get in?
You know what? Yeah, actually, here. Why don't you take this? You can lock the door. That way, nobody gets in there and steals your stuff. Here. She hands you a key, like a little iron key.
Yeah, Vaira will take it. She's debating. She'll go through the mind link. You guys coming or no?
It's best if we stay down here for the moment.
Okay, bye. She'll go upstairs.
Okay.
Yeah. You get to the room she described, and the door's unlocked. The room is probably 3 to 4, maybe 5 feet across, and I don't know, maybe 10 feet deep. There's a decent sized bed in there, a dresser, maybe some candles, and like enough room for a small table to sit at.
Do all the rooms, or how many rooms look like there's people in there, and how many don't?
Well,
Or are they
looking,
all
Opening
closed?
doors.
yeah, all the doors are closed, but you can
Okay.
go and start knocking or opening doors if you want to.
She'll go through the mind link. Which one is your friend in?
I think if he wanted you to know, he would have responded.
Fine. She'll go inside her room and she'll close the door, but she's gonna sit by it and listen.
You gonna sit by the door and just listen?
Yeah, on the inside.
Okay. Yeah, so we see you like putting your ear up to the door to listen. You're probably close enough to the stairs that you might be able to hear some of the voices coming up from downstairs.
She's specifically listening to see if the contact comes out.
Oh, if Meryn comes out, like you're listening
Yeah.
for like tiny footsteps.
Yeah.
Okay, all right.
He literally just suggested through the link that Havoc should turn them all in, and Havoc has the ring, which means he could actually do that. So Vaira is going to try and kill him if he doesn't fix things in the chat.
Oof, plot thickens.
Oh my
Alright.
gosh. You're gonna kill another one of Tim's characters?
All right. The rest of you guys, are you all still sitting at the table together downstairs?
It's just me.
Soul's
and Ambien now.
outside.
Yeah,
He's
Soul's
having a
outside.
conversation with Kitty.
Yeah. Soul's
Yep.
outside with Kitty and the sled.
It's just me and Ambien.
It's you and Ambien.
If we're not turning them in, then why did you bring them here?
Because we're going the other way with it. We're gonna find him and kill him. Not to remove the bounties.
After we get him to remove the bracers.
Sure.
India is very wealthy. And he does have, Say, did any of you, happen to get some of that, information I heard he was...
What?
Information you heard what?
I heard Crudale was looking for something. Some sort of information. And I happen to like information. Did he get what he was looking for?
We'll tell you that once you make yourself useful.
Eh,
You know how this works.
You owe me.
What part?
Run
Yes,
in with,
we found the information.
hmm.
We have what he wants. And as far as I know, I'm no longer under his control. He might not suspect that.
Then I know that you won't freely give it to me.
I will give you a share. If we're successful.
Say I help you. Will I, get this information? All of it?
That can be arranged.
And of course a cut of Kridyat's gold after we kill him.
And if you want the information, it'll be a small cut indeed.
Small cut of a fortune is still a large cut to most.
Fair enough. How are you going to prove yourself useful here?
Fine. I'll take 40%.
Not a chance.
30.
10,
20.
15,
35.
10,
12.
12 and no
And a half.
information.
11 in information.
Deal.
A dwarf sits down at your table.
All of you guys can hear this. Except for Soul.
Wait, what was the deal? I zoned out.
You tune out.
And the
Nope,
gold
Vaira tuned out.
information.
Her fault.
No. 11. 11.
11 in information.
11%.
Yeah.
Okay.
So
That's fine with this.
A
this
dwarf sits down, you said?
yeah, this short, stout, pretty he's pretty athletic for a dwarf. He's got red hair and rosy cheeks, and he's also got very distinguished alcohol lines, maybe late 20s. long beard dwarf sits down at the table with you and Ambien, and he smiles and he looks at Havoc and he says, and he kind of like hits his fist on the table, like pounds the table, and he says, I heard tieflings are hard to kill if you're not smart. Gotta sever the head and burn the body. And he's like, ha, 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 ha. And we sort of fade out from that before we see the way you guys react to it. And the camera pans across the bar, or across the end to maybe by the bar and the window. And the camera's sort of like facing out the window when almost like a filter is placed. The scene changes, so it's like a fabric being dragged across the lens of the camera. We see like the normal sunny street outside becomes like gray, and there's fog everywhere. The people's voices become a little bit more reverberated. And in the window, we see a spider hanging from the ceiling. This big white spider. I mean, we're talking huge. Like maybe a couple feet from one end of the tip of its legs to the other. And it's just like hanging from the ceiling, and it's just watching you guys. And the entire room is full of all this fog, and it's all like black and white and gray. And we just see everyone talking and interacting as normal. And we see like the spider's eyes. The eyes are red. The rest of the body is almost like translucent white.
That's
And
what
we
I thought it was.
you know what it is. Okay.
I think so.
Yeah, and it's just sitting there hanging from the ceiling watching you guys. And then we hear like a spider noise, so like a chirping sound, as it like recoils up to the ceiling and lets go of the web and starts to crawl along the ceiling and out the window. And then we cut back to the scene as normal, with you guys sitting at the table talking to the dwarf, and that's where we go to credits for the episode. Yeah, good session. I think it's a pretty good session. So, couple things.
I just want to say 20 years old for a dwarf is like 5 years old for a human.
Okay, well, fair enough. I mean, I'm talking appearance wise.
Right, I know.
But yeah, that's fair enough. So first of all, I just want to say Tim had a really bright idea with not talking out loud. That was very, very good call. Because obviously you guys are being watched. And perhaps followed. So, yeah, I don't know. That was some cool stuff. What do you guys think about today's session and like where we're going?
I
was
think
fun.
we need someone who can see invisibility.
Would be
Oh.
helpful.
You know, I
can-
could have picked that.
I can.
You guys don't have any reason to take it though. You don't know.
That's true.
Yeah,
You can't metagame.
I have that spell, but I didn't have any idea that I have to use it, so I didn't even.
Oh boy, I just remembered that we have this lantern of revealing in the closet. Oh, good thing I remembered that, right, guys? Right?
Right?
Yeah.
I'm just glad that we got the 5 rings.
Right.
Yeah.
Finally.
Finally, yeah.
Yeah, I know. So honestly, here's what I have planned for today. I was like, I'm just gonna let them do their thing. Here's what I was telling Tim. We'll introduce your character when they get the 5 rings. But I'm gonna have one thing happen before they get there. Just one small thing I want to happen. I was like, it can happen at any time. There's a lot of ways I can make it this thing happen. But my plans for this one thing to happen, then you guys go right to 5 rings. That one thing I wanted to happen was the note. I just wanted you guys to find the note.
Oh,
Wait,
when they tracked
took
and
half the
hunted
session,
down the dead body of the guy that they were trying to
Yeah.
get the head from.
Right.
I
Nice.
didn't know it was going to turn into this big long thing, but it was all great content though. Like it was all like that whole scene was awesome with you guys like going through the woods and and tracking this guy and finding him in that state and all the weirdness around the spider webs and yeah, I mean, I don't know, like I had a lot of fun with the with the session. Yeah,
Mm.
My favorite part was when basically Vaira's mouth got defiled.
That was great.
Twice.
And
Twice.
I couldn't stop laughing. I haven't laughed that hard in a long time. Unrooted says, if y'all tried to script a night like this, it would have taken weeks to script properly. Spontaneous is the only way this is going to happen. Yes,
Yep.
absolutely.
Yeah.
I found that like our best content happens when we're improvising. It definitely seems like it.
Mhm.
I just want to say I'm glad that Ambient does chaotic stuff like that, because usually I play more chaotic characters that would do that kind of stuff. So I'm glad that we have it in this campaign.
Yeah.
I mean, Vaira is chaotic, if I remember right.
Yeah, but she doesn't do weird stuff like sticking fingers. Like some of my other characters might actually do that as a prank, but Vaira wouldn't. So
All the characters feel kind of chaotic in their own unique ways. I really dig it.
Right.
It's really cool. It's a really cool balance on B Team, and I'm really digging the way Meryn fits in too already.
Me
Like
too.
he seems like a pretty interesting character. I love the kind of like paranoia and the cloak and
Green.
daggery kind of stuff.
Green paranoia.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah.
great because Havoc is Vaira's contact, and then Meryn. No, yeah, Havoc is Vaira's contact, and then Meryn is Havoc's contact. But with the way Meryn acts, it seems like he also has a contact. So we have like this chain of where we're getting our stuff.
Yeah. It's
Telephone.
a pyramid scheme. That's what you call
Information always has a source.
it. Cool. Well,
Havoc, did you get the two that you were supposed to get? Because like you were one of mine, and I got the other, and we gotta pay up next week to the top guy.
Great.
so I'm just curious about a couple things. How much does Meryn know about the Council of Wrath?
That was the
Super secret assassin organization.
the super secret assassins. Yeah, I feel like with how long he's been around, he would have definitely heard legends of them throughout the years and seen their work pop up over the years, depending on how long they would have been active. But I don't think there's any reason why he would know a ton about them other than just stories over time and maybe which targets they'd hit, but he wouldn't know who they were or what they were.
Why
Because I don't
you,
think that he would be dumb enough to try to match
Okay. Why don't you make
history or
a history check? Because there was something you said tonight that kind of made me want to have this conversation real quick. So I just want to see
Alright.
if.
I'll use my inspiration on it because I never used it.
Yeah, may as well.
There we go.
Oh, double
Nice.
25s. Okay.
Nice.
So here's what I was getting at. You'll probably know what I was talking about when there's something you said. So you said something. So the Council of Wrath, they don't employ other people to do their bidding. They're kind of small. Nobody really knows who they are. But they're just like a small, tight knit, elite organization. Now, they don't pay other people to do their bidding, but one thing that they might do is as a gauge of someone's strength is manipulate someone else into fighting them or attacking them. That is a thing that they might do in order to see how powerful these people are. So there's just something to keep in mind, because you said the thing that made me want to address that with you is you said that they sent Gilliman after the group. They sent Gilliman's party after them, and it's kind of true. I know we were just sort of improvising and stuff, but it's kind of true. They would have manipulated Gilliman's group into attacking or trying to track you guys down, knowing that they would lose, but just to see what you guys are capable of, basically. Just to kind of see what spells you guys might use.
Alright.
But would
Um,
Meryn realize that?
I mean, he rolled a 25 on a history check about the party. I feel like he might be a little familiar with their tactics.
Okay.
Yeah,
All right.
might be a little more familiar with their tactics. They're very what's the word I'm looking for? Surgical. Like they're very logical when it comes to the crazy weird stuff that they do. Right? Why put their
Methodical.
why put their own lives in danger when they can put some random idiot's life in danger? Kind of thing.
Maybe I've studied some of their tactics to employ as my own, because that's kind of what I do too.
Makes sense.
Now Ella knows why you wanted to gauge the party. Because I remember you saying you were trying to gauge our party
Yeah, I was like,
after all
somebody
the
was.
changes.
Yeah, I was like, somebody's gauging the party, and it might not have been me. I think I said something like that. Yeah. Yeah, that's what I meant. Cool. Well, I hope everybody had a blast tonight. I certainly did. Is everybody on for next Monday? Am I missing anything?
I should be.
Should be good.
Okay.
Me
One-
too.
One other thing I want to get in the habit of doing is like announcements. I'll try to do like announcements at the beginning. But there's just one little thing. There is a new show on the channel, a new ttrpg show called Unknown New Orleans, that is every other Friday night at 7 Central, 8 Eastern, same time as this. And it's DM'd by this awesome guy named Brandon. So yeah, feel free to check that out. And do you guys want to shout out? Well, I need to get used to doing shout outs too. If you guys want to shout out your social media or channels or anything, or I don't know, that book selling business you run out of your garage, anything at all, feel free.
I don't know. When I get my Etsy shop back up and running, I might.
Okay.
It's closed. So.
Cool. Right on. Well, I had fun
Sell
playing
book.
tonight, guys. I hope y'all did too. And yeah, I can't wait for
Oh.
next week.
For your New Orleans, because I know it was this last Friday, so it's not this Friday, the next Friday though.
Right, it's every other
For
Friday.
people watching, yeah.
Yeah.
Because, yeah, so that way people know not to look.
Oh,
for this Friday.
yeah. I guess I should have said, yeah. We just had one this past Friday, and our next one will
Yeah.
be the Friday after this Friday.
The 21st.
Yeah. And if you guys,
Wait, no, that's not right.
if you guys want to,
19.
the players want to stick around after I cut the stream off, I'll show you a sneak peek of something that's going to be on that broadcast that Tim has seen a bit of already.
Oh
But-
yeah.
But the audience will have to wait until next Friday to see it, unfortunately. But yeah, thanks for watching, everybody. The VODs will be up on YouTube in a day or two. And I hope y'all have a great week. Take care.
See ya.
Yeah.
Nice stream.
Bye.
If you enjoy the video, make sure you like, share, comment, and subscribe.